According to the Pew Research Center, back in 2016, an estimated 10.6 million undocumented immigrants lived in the United States. Many of those undocumented citizens have established their lives and careers here, hoping to give themselves and their families a better life, but it could all end with something as simple as a phone call.
The Keep Families Free and Together ordinance here in Flagstaff is pushing for police to cease their cooperation with the U.S. Immigration Customs and Enforcement, better known as ICE. Joy Johnson is live in the studio to tell us more. Joy?
The goal of the Keep Families Free and Together citywide ordinance is pretty straightforward. It lays the groundwork for non-compliance of ICE in our community to protect those who are living in Flagstaff with an undocumented status. Brianda Torres-Traylor, a member of Repeal Coalition, says she hopes that the ordinance will protect undocumented citizens from unlawful deportation in Flagstaff, because with the policies in place, it isn't difficult for an undocumented citizen's future to be put in jeopardy, especially if they choose to take a stand.
That police can even just have like a casual contact with someone. And if that person doesn't know their rights, they may be asked about their immigration status and they may be detained, and that could turn into a deportation. So what does that look like for someone who's undocumented to speak out publicly at a city council meeting or at a rally to identify themselves as undocumented? We're talking parents who are deported away from their children, leaving their children here. We're talking about community members who grew up in Flagstaff, who have lived here longer than I have.
And according to Alejandra Becerra, separations can lead to lifelong trauma.
You know, you grow up with trauma in when your parents are taken away, and even just in the families. Any type of family separation is trauma in our communities, which is violence, and it's being perpetuated by these policies.
But the problems lie deeper than just citizenship status. It also involves visibility and inclusion within the community.
Problems that dispose of some community members versus others. And we need to start talking about that and be realistic on how when we deem one person disposable, another person becomes as well, and that we are at risk of becoming disposable ourselves. And it's important that we start to address how that affects, especially in Flagstaff, when we have a large indigenous community where we have folks from all kinds of identities.
If you'd like to help make a difference, follow the Keep Families Free and Together and Repeal Coalition Facebook pages for updates about the ordinance and information about future rallies and meetings. Joy Johnson, NAZ Today.